And welcome to Around Foxborough. My name is Mark Rivard, and I am pleased to have as my guest today, I have Deb Giardino, Recreation Director for the town of Foxborough, and Renee Tochi, who's the Rec Coordinator for the town of Foxborough. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
Renee actually is now the recreation assistant. She got a promotion a few months ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nice.
Thank you very much.
So, with all what's going on with COVID-19, I know a lot of things are on hold, but I hear we have some things that are going on in the rec department that you want to tell us about.
Sure.
We do, Mark. We had to, like many other businesses, and it's an expression that we use in the office, we had to reinvent ourselves from being a hands-on, come to us kind of department to a more virtual department. And through great leadership with Renee and Heidi, we were able to accomplish that. And there are some exciting programs going on. And again, credit to Heidi and Renee for all they've done behind the scenes and the work that's been put forth. I think we have a really good product out there.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit what's going on. You want to tell us? Who wants to go
Renee,
first?
you want to tell them about the schedule that was developed?
Sure. So we've decided to kind of brand ourselves as Discover Recreation, the home edition. Each day of the week, we're trying to do a different theme. So it would be Make It Monday, Terrific Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Family Fun Friday, Sunshine Saturday, and Selfie Sunday.
Forgot the Thinking Thursday.
Oh, Thinking Thursday.
Sorry. She wasn't thinking about Thinking Thursday. Because it's Friday.
It's all one day.
It's one day, yeah.
It's a good thing I have this schedule, or else I would never know what day it was. So just for an example, we had reached out to the community and asked for families to do some chalk drawings, maybe on their driveway or on the sidewalk, sending some sort of, words of hope or just a pretty flower, something to cheer people up as you're driving around town. You could just look at the different driveways and sidewalks. And we got a great amount of people who posted to that. One big thing that we're doing that I'm really excited about is the Pen Pals with the Seniors. It's a program that we're having the recreation groups write a letter. They're going to drop it off over at the booth office. We will take care of it and bring it over to the senior center to Mark. And he's going to distribute them to all of the seniors. And then the senior and that recreation person they become pen pals. And when this is all said and done, we're going to have a big picnic down at the booth playground so that they could actually meet the pen pal that they have.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah. And some of our instructors have been great doing things like cooking with Christensen. Andrea Christensen's been great. She's been posting videos for us to keep her cooking classes going. Lisa Cassette has done some exercise videos. Some of our other instructors are doing things. I've made Play-Doh and some rainbow toast for my little wreckers that are out there. So it's been good.
Nice.
I made bird feeders, and we brought back our head counselor and all-time star, Shannon Seuss, who's done a program or two and will continue to do them for us. So it's familiar faces doing familiar things that we think is really important in the community. We also recognize that there are lots and lots of programs out there like ours being offered through various forums. So we thought we'd throw our hat in the ring and just be another option for parents of kids to use.
Awesome. That's great. So tell me a little bit about some of the other activities you have going on these specific days. Is there a schedule that they can find online, or?
The weekly schedule is online. The daily schedule is not. Is that something we're going to do, Renee, or no?
We can.
Yeah. For instance, this Sunday is Selfie Sunday, where we're taking selfies of ourselves with a message in it, be it hopeful or silly or just information, and we're asking people to reply back with their selfies and their messages. We like the programs to be interactive. That's our goal, is the interactivity that we can get from members of the community so that we post them and other people see them. So Selfie Sunday is coming up, and Renee has already done hers. I'm going to do mine. Heidi's going to do hers. And then we'll invite the community to do theirs as well.
Oh,
Saturday is what, Renee?
Sunshine Saturday.
Sunshine Saturday.
It's supposed to rain. But my daughter, Gabby and I are going to make tissue paper flowers. April showers bring May flowers.
Oh,
So
that's great.
bring some cheer to people. Yeah.
It's it's great that Renee can make her daughter do these things as well. I have to import people. Some of my videos have been done by my family in Pennsylvania. My daughter Sarah has videotaped, and tomorrow we're doing clapping games. She's all of 28 and being made to do these things as well. But we have to get the help where we can get it, Mark.
Well, we're all going through this at the same time, so it gives them something to do too, instead of watching TV, watching paint dry.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you need some activities. I've been doing puzzles. I mean, things like that. So this is
Sure.
great. Get everybody involved. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
where they are.
That's absolutely what we think.
One of our selfies days is going to be a selfie with your pet. So we're even including the dogs, the cats,
Oh yeah.
chickens, bunnies, whatever you have.
You know, they're the ones who are actually loving this situation. They're the only ones who are loving because everybody's home.
Right.
I just had a conversation with my dog about how much he must love having everybody home, which at one point, if I told you I was having a conversation with my dog, you might kind of look at me, but I see nobody's looking at me weird. So having a conversation with your dog is possible.
Of course it
Anything goes
is.
these days.
They're the best ones to talk to because they don't talk back.
Exactly.
I know. Isn't it awesome?
They're in for
So
a rude
we'll-
awakening when we go back to work, though.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Although I'll have nervous breakdowns.
Yeah.
We need pet psychotherapy. We can offer that next, Renee.
There you go.
So what else? So what else you got going on? Come on, give us some more ideas because I'm sure everybody's watching this saying, oh, what can we get these kids to do? And not just the kids, the adults too.
Sure.
You know, there's gonna be some stuff for the adults.
Yeah. So like I said, a lot of it's going to be interactive. I know on the April calendar, we have, we're going to make homemade pretzels, show you how to make homemade pretzels. There's, well, for Thinking Thursday, we have a couple of different science experiments. There's one that we're going to do where you place an egg in either a jar or a bowl of vinegar, and
But don't tell them.
But I can't tell you what's going to happen.
No, don't tell us.
The Easter holiday, so that might be something fun. Let me think. Again, Andrea Christensen is going to be posting another cooking video for that. Lots of workouts. We might have a special guest do a workout for us, which would be kind of fun. Let me think.
Yep. And Shannon coming back. Again, it's that familiar face that the kids that we have in summer camp, they just love her. And she's also a well-known entity within the school system and just in town. So that welcome face, that familiar face is just a great sign for the kids.
Well, that's
there
important.
There's still some normalcy up there.
Yep.
That's important because a lot of these kids, you know, believe it or not, are missing their teachers. They're missing their, you know, the recreation department. They're missing their friends because a lot of them can't see their friends except for on video or on these kind of formats. So if you can bring a familiar face into their house, it just makes it a lot easier for them to get through this.
We've had to actually go outside of our comfort zone too. It's not a regular action to close playgrounds and to close fields, but we've had to, in order to follow the social
Distancing.
Distancing. Excuse me,
Yeah.
I lost my brain there for a second. And it's really not in our wheelhouse to do that. But we had to in following the state mandates out of a concern for just general public safety and what makes good sense. So we're doing our part both positively, and then we had to take some action that was probably not as positive, but it was absolutely warranted.
Yeah, we have to adapt, and this is going to blow over. We don't know how long it's going to take, but it will blow over. But right now, everybody's got to do their part and keep the social distancing going, wash your hands, sanitize. Those are like the new commandments.
Yeah.
Right.
of what we're going through.
That. I've been in the office. Renee and Heidi have been working remotely. I still go in the office every day for a couple of reasons. One, it's beneficial to me, and two, it's beneficial to the operation. But having Heidi and Renee work remotely has worked out just as well, too. I think it gives you more ability to be creative and more time to spend researching other ideas in other communities and see what they're doing. Recreation is a great thief. We steal from other departments and other directors all the time. Not we and everybody in the recreation world. So, creativity has certainly not been lacking in our office. That's for sure.
That was one of my next questions is how you were handling it working from home. And I know you're in the office, but Renee, do you see any differences? I mean, it is, trust me, I work from home every day for my job.
Okay.
So I'm used to this. I'm a pro.
Okay.
But I'm getting the perspective from my coworkers on how they're dealing with this because most of them go into the office 5 days a week and now they've had to adjust.
Sure.
It's a big change.
Have to say, I think the biggest the hardest part for me is not interacting with my coworkers and the kids that can pop in and say hi and see you, the kids out on the playground. I think that's been really hard for me. I've enjoyed kind of a little bit of freedom to, I'm working, I can throw a quick load of laundry in. That's been kind of nice. I don't have to rush home to do it. But working from home, it's totally different. And you've got to be really disciplined. God love you for doing it every day. You must be used to it. I don't think I could do it. I'm ready to go back in the office. I miss the schedule. I miss just being with the people every day. But I'm getting my work done. And like Debbie just said before, the creativity is easier. Like I could be on the phone with a friend and be like, "Oh, this is what we're going to do," and she's telling me, she's also in recreation, and telling me what they're doing in their sites and whatever. And so it's been kind of fun to just be bouncing things back and forth. And this Zoom thing has been great. I've been, Zooming with other colleagues, within the industry. So that's been good. And you know what? I've made do like with what we've had. There's a few things where I'm like, oh, I wish I had a scanner here or something, and I run into the office or something. But other than that, it's been great.
Yeah, and it's great to get, like you're saying, Deb, it's great to get another perspective. And this is a great means of doing it. You can do
For
emails,
sure.
you can go online and you can look at things, but to talk to other towns or other people in your position saying, hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Let's
Right,
share some
right.
information here so we can try some new things out, because we've never been through this before in our lifetime.
So we have an opportunity to be inventive, but at the same time, you don't have to reinvent the whole entire wheel. So we do, like Renee and I have both said, that we reach out to colleagues, other departments. You might find that someone has creeped onto Wichita, Kansas to see what they're doing. And lo and behold, they're doing the same thing as we are. Would that be you, Renee? They're doing the same thing. So there's some comfort in that as well.
It's been great.
It's been a learning process. We've learned a lot already. And we're still learning. I thought that perhaps there wasn't going to be a whole bandwidth of knowledge to be gained, but there certainly has been. It's been quite an experience.
Well,
Not one I want to repeat, though.
No. I think we can all agree on that. We don't want to repeat this at all.
No.
But it is great to get all these different perspectives. Was there something, either of you can answer this one, is there something that you found out, something totally new that you're like, we never even could have thought of this if we hadn't gone outside our wheelhouse and talked to somebody in another state?
There's been a lot. Just even something as simple as Zoom. We didn't have that. We weren't, doing that on a regular basis because we all work together. So those people that work from home or those people that have conference calls, they would be using that on a regular basis. That's just one small example. Renee, you're reaching out to more colleagues. What have you found out?
I think I never realized, which kind of scares me a little bit, how much you can do online and how much interaction. I never realized how many people are on Facebook as much as they are. Granted, they have a little bit more time now, but the Facebook Live, like doing like all these videos and these posts that we've been doing, how much people really appreciate all of those things, and that you can actually teach a class. You can actually teach the same way I do in my preschool classroom. I can read the same story. I can do the hokey pokey. I did the rainbow toast, made the Play-Doh. You can do that, through Zoom or through Facebook Live or just through a video. And I think that's been great. And I never would have thought about that. I'm not a computer person, so I'm not on Facebook a lot. I would never in a million years thought that I could teach a class or teach someone how to do something via Facebook. So
I think I had a hard time wrapping my head around the whole virtual recreation program.
Yeah.
And once I was able to adapt, which there was a big adapt period, it's become second nature now, but it never, ever can replace the fact that we don't have the kids running in the office. We don't see families. We don't see kids out and families out on the playgrounds for good reason right now, but it also makes us way more appreciative of our audience, which is the families and the kids in Foxborough. We miss them terribly, and we are absolutely looking forward to the summertime.
Oh, we cannot wait. We need those kids back.
I need the summertime. I need to get out of this house. That's the other thing about doing these Zoom things. You get to see a little bit of people's houses, and
I know. I keep seeing all the new people.
That's exactly what people do. The first thing they say is, what's that behind you? Oh, yeah, that looks nice. I like it.
My behind area before I came on.
Yeah, you have to. I'm sitting in my dining room, the most unused portion of my house, because I eat all my meals in the living room. And I said, this is probably the best place. The lighting and everything, not much to see. Don't want to show the junk and the mess in the other room.
Yep. I'm like literally in the corner of my kitchen just because I was so I can see what was behind me.
Yeah, don't look under my table or next to me because
Right.
I can't see
If I
that.
turn my computer the other way, no, not a good scene.
So getting back to that, adapting, I think some of it, I also learned that in this case, Renee was more adaptable than I was. I'm probably, well, I am the old horse in the old barn, but it's been an experience and it's been fun. But again, cannot take place of the hands-on, face in front of you with the kids and the families. That's why we're doing what we're doing, to give parents another option, again, for the familiar face to the kids. And we don't ever want to forget how much we need them, and hope that they need us as well.
I was just going to go off of that and say, when we post something such as making the Play-Doh, and then somebody posts something back or writes a comment. There was a little girl, Avery, who the mom commented that she was excited to see me making the Play-Doh. It just warms your heart because we miss them just as much as they miss us. And I think we need them maybe even more than they need us. Like I miss seeing their faces every day. And, so we need it just as much as they do.
Yeah. And it's not the best solution.
No.
But it's what we got for now.
Sure.
Right.
So,
it's been great too, is if we post something, Working Mothers Group is right behind us reposting it. We've been following them during this whole Zoom experience and during the whole virtual recreation program, and they're doing a fabulous job. So it's great to you don't know that you're doing it or you haven't agreed to do it, but we're all collaborating together. And that's been a great experience. So we'll post something, Mom's Group will post it, and then we'll post their stuff. So by nature, we're all collaborating.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was going to say with Facebook, I've seen people on there that I haven't seen on Facebook in forever. Sure. Because that seems to be the best way of communicating with everybody. And, somebody posts something, it goes on to Foxborough discussion page, it goes on to this page, it goes on to that page, and people get to see everything.
Yep.
And it's great. It's a community. It's a virtual community, but we're still a community. We're Foxborough, and we're going to get through this. And, this is great. I mean,
all hands on deck is getting it done.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad that you're still doing all this with the rec department online. This is great because I'm sure the kids are enjoying it. And like you are missing them, they're definitely missing you.
Well, we're doing the best we can, and we hope that we're having an impact, a positive impact with the moms and the kids and the caregivers, whoever, that may be. That was our goal. And, coming on to your show today is just going to solidify it a little bit more. And we appreciate you having us.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and thank you for joining us. And, want to give out some information where they can find all the information, the website and everything, because most people know, but there's some people that don't.
Sure.
That's right.
Yep. They can go right to our website, which is foxboroughrec.com. At the bottom of the page, there is the icons for the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram. If you just click on any one of those, it'll take you to all of our pages and connect you to any one of the programs that we're running online.
If any of our kids or parents are watching us, hi, we miss you. We can't wait to see you again. And it will be hopefully in a real short time that we'll all be together again. But stay safe.
We have our fingers crossed.
Yep.
The sooner the better.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Mark.
Well, once again, Deb Giardino, thank you. Renee Tachi, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it for Around Foxborough. My name is Mark Rivard. Have yourself a great day.
Thanks, Mark. Bye,
Thank you.
Renee. Peace out.